Hi, welcome to a very quick episode of Josh's Car Corner. It's the 4th of July. Joe and I are on a little cruise today, and we're in this little town called Loganville, Wisconsin, which has, among other things, this amazing hill that goes up to the top of a church about 200 feet above town. And I thought this would be a great opportunity to give a demonstration of horsepower and torque. See, a lot of people get those terms confused, and the most simple way to break it down is torque is a force applied that gets something moving. So that's what gets your car off the line. Now, horsepower is a function of torque. Horsepower is what keeps something that's already moving, moving. It helps keep motion consistent. And because it's a function of torque, the more torque you have, especially over 5,000 RPM, the more horsepower you have. So to give an example of just how much torque your modern LS V8 makes just off of idle, I am going to just put the car in first gear, not put my foot on the pedals at all, and I am going to idle crawl up this hill, and then for a little added bonus to show you what tuning can do, I'm going to turn around and come right back down the hill without putting my foot on the pedals to show you what deceleration fuel cutoff and retarding timing at about idle speed will do for a tune. So let's show you what that's all about. Okay, so I've got my brand new GoPro Hero 5 here. I'm going to use this to record my feet so you know that I'm not cheating. So I'm just going to start the car here. Now, once I lift my foot off the clutch, that's it. No feet on the pedals. So here we go. We are in idle. Feet are right there. And we are crawling up this hill. Maintaining a steady idle at about 5 miles an hour. Feet are off the pedals. This is what's great about torque and your modern LS motor. You make so much torque, even off of idle, that you can pull the whole weight of the car, 3,500 pounds in my case, up what's got to be a 9 or 10% grade. That's really steep. And we're just trucking along. Still maintaining about, I don't know, 700 RPM, 5 miles an hour. We're about halfway there now. Joe tried this with his car too, and it can do it. But it should, because he's got a 6.2 liter V8, but he is carrying around a lot more weight. What offsets that is the fact that he's got 391s in the back, and I have 373s, which does help too. It gets me about 8% more torque all the time. And here we are at the top of the hill. So now, I'm just going to turn around and go right back down without touching the pedals. And here we go, back down the hill. Maintaining about 1,500 RPM, but then fuel cutoff kicks in, retarded timing kicks in, slows us back down. We're getting down to about 10 miles an hour, even though we're on a 10% slope. Getting down to about 1,250 RPMs, and when it gets down to about 1,200, it'll kick out and do it again. And the tornado alarm in town picked this moment to start going off. But here we are back at the hill. I must now apply the clutch and the brakes. And there you go. A great example of what torque and a big V8 can do for you. Happy 4th of July, everybody. See you next time. Hey guys, well, as you can see over my shoulder, I'm editing this episode together right now, and I just want to let you guys know an update coming up for the show and for next week. Joe and I are going to be traveling down to Fort Worth, Texas on Monday for the POCI convention happening down there next week. We're going to be stopping in Wichita, Kansas for the night at a place called Country Cafe at 8 p.m. We're going to meet up with a couple of Holden guys and some old friends of Joe. So if you live in the Wichita area and you have a Holden and you want to come hang out, please join us. We'd love to meet you. We'd love to see your car. Also, the Josh's Car Corner meet is going to be happening at POCI. It's going to happen somewhere around Texas Motor Speedway. I don't know exactly where yet, but I do know it's going to be Friday night, probably also around 8 o'clock. So if you're going to be at POCI, or if you live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you have a Holden, please come out and hang out with us. Once I know exactly where the meet location will be, I will make a video and put it up on the channel. Make sure to also keep tabs follow me on Instagram. I will be posting there all week, photos and videos of the trip, of the show. We're going to be filming the 3rd series of Road Trip on the way there and back. And hopefully we'll meet some of you guys this upcoming week. I'd love to see some other Holden guys and see some other new cars out there. So thanks for watching. Okay, so to give you all some perspective of just how steep this hill is, Joe's at the bottom right now. He's idle crawling up. And by the way, Wisconsin in summer, especially in July, absolutely gorgeous. And if you ever find yourself wanting to go on a road trip, I could recommend Southwest Wisconsin all day long. So beautiful. And the thing is, I'm as big a fan of JDM cars and 4-cylinder turbo cars as anybody else, because they can make ungodly amounts of power with turbocharging, but they can't do this. Nor can your automatic AMG or BMW sedan. They just don't have the torque at idle. And now the church bells are going off. Everything's happening in town right at noon.
Over 4,200 pounds, 900 RPM, smooth and steady.
That's the way we like it.